We've got loads of alpha today. Today, Tensor will drop their token. Some are expecting a $2 billion market cap. Sol's starting to move up. And there's some airdrop potential with a particular dApp. Plus a lot more. Let's dive in. So right now we've got this. Openable next week, which is now going to be today. All treasure boxes from season 1 all the way to season 3 will be openable today. Now it's not going to work completely like this. This is a little bit of an update. Obviously there's been a lot of Solana congestion, and there's also going to be a huge amount of demand, and a huge amount of demand can bring down our website. So what it says down here, all this will be announced at 10 a.m. Eastern time from the Tensor Foundation, and then 1 hour later at 11 a.m. Eastern time, you'll be able to claim your tokens and trading will begin. So there's been some confusion around treasure boxes. So wanted to clarify, you're getting boxes for season 3, but you will not be seeing them or any of the other boxes on the claim site. They're going to be using Jupiter's battle tested infrastructure, and their claim site doesn't show boxes. You're just going to see your final allocation of tokens, and loyalty has been factored in. You also have 6 months in order to actually claim these, but of course, most people want to claim them on the first day. Then as soon as that claim goes live, 3 p.m. UTC time, Tensor will be added to Backpack Exchange. You can go and buy and sell it there. It's also on Whales Market. You can also pre-buy or pre-sell the token on Whales Market. Right now, the price is $3.12. Not a lot of volume, probably it's only just started, and there's a little bit of a spread between the two, but realistically, it looks as though it's around $3. You can see there's been not a lot of volume yet. These are just recent trades, so I'm not sure what's going on here. But there's also some that have been filled for $5.26. So potentially you could go and put them here for like $5, $5.50. If they sell, great. And then if the price is lower, then great. Also, not on the subject of Tensor, but the Camino tokens up from around 15 cents to almost 20 cents. Now, if you've been farming Tensor, and I haven't, you will be doing very, very well. Top 10 wallets will eat 7 figures. Top 100 wallets will eat 6 figures, and so on. People are expecting an evaluation of around 1 to 2 billion, and this has been reinforced by this post that's got 5,300 votes, looking at 1 to 3 billion. Now, there are many other people that will be listing this, of course. OKX, 3:15 p.m. UTC, MXC, also 3:15, Gate.io, 3 p.m., and I'm sure many others. I also mentioned, I don't know if we've seen any updates since this research has been there, but I think that we'll see it on Coinbase pretty soon. Maybe not today, but pretty soon. Unsure here. Tolly's rocking the Tensorian PFP. Now, of course, there's still going to be Solana Congestion. Hard Hat Chad, this is the person that created Ore.supply, says, should money be paused for 24 hours so people can use the chain again? No, absolutely not. This is what the predominant viewpoint is. I guess what should have been done is Richard should have offered anyone that stopped, that would get like an airdrop of Tensor tokens. Oh well. There's also a new crate update if you are actually using Ore.supply. And I'm not suggesting that you use Ore.supply, but it's a permissionless blockchain. You're welcome to do it. The token's gone up, the token's gone down. I'm not really following it. And of course, I want Solana to be able to handle, 20 of these kind of apps on the blockchain and still be completely perfect. Here's a thread on an update on Ore supply distribution. Personally, if you're going to mine it, completely fine. If you're going to buy it, a little bit risky. I mean, it's gone to over $3,600 and then down to $600. So it's a very, very volatile, speculative, fun, meme-y kind of token. Now, if you do want to actually partake in this, you can use Cloud King's video here. It's 11.5 minutes long, and I haven't tried it out or anything. I did get it started with somebody else helping me, but I haven't checked in. I was just doing it as an experiment, and I have no idea if I have any Ore rewards. I didn't claim anything, not yet. Now, onto the price of Sol. Now, Blunts had initially said, coming down to, well, this is versus BTC, but coming down to around 160 or so. And I don't think we got there. I think we got to 170 or so. We're now at 184 or something. But he believes that we're going to jump. That is his belief. I still have some limit orders set at 160 and 140, 150, but they may not hit. It may just continue to go up. Curb has a viewpoint here. I'm not sure if it's actually backed on anything, but ETH dominance is 16%, Sol is 3%. Both are converging to 10%. So this refers to a portion of the market cap of BTC. So it's quite common for Bitcoin to make up 50% or more of the entire crypto market cap supply. And then what you see is during bull markets, Ethereum gains more dominance and altcoins gain more dominance. But Curb thinks that Sol is going to come up to this 10% and ETH is going to come down. So in other words, Ethereum, it may not drop in price, it just may grow a lot slower. So as an example, if BTC goes to 150, maybe ETH only goes to 10,000 and maybe Sol goes to 1,000, which would bring it up as a portion of the market cap, maybe to around this level. Also another post here from Curb. So when you get these airdrops, quite often there's a few days where it goes high and then it goes down, and then people start to realize this is a value play. So as an example, take your pith, stake your pith, you would have got airdrops for W if it was like 5,000 pith or more. JTO, I'm not sure if you qualified for anything there, but if you go and stake your JTO, you don't get any staking rewards. Same with pith, no staking rewards. It's a governance token, but you can then go and vote on things and push things further. Dupe, we know about the dupe rewards there, active staking rewards. They are massive. This is the thing that I'm most happy about, because when it launched, I had a price target like here, and I was so sure we were going to get there. Just fundamentally, it looked like it was good. Even though there's going to be massive sell pressure, it was a massive airdrop, I just knew that this was the price. And it didn't actually take long to get there. I was a little bit early, of course, but ultimately, I was right. With JTO, I love JITO and I love JITO, but I don't actually hold the token really. I have a little bit. With pith, definitely aim to have over 5,000 and stake it, because that will qualify you for future airdrops. I was farming with it. I had in DeFi liquidity pools. That has not paid off compared to actually just staking it. So we'll cover this another day. And then with W, maybe a bottom has been put in, but my goal is, once again, it's 5,000 tokens. Ideally, 5,000 tokens in 2 different wallets. Stake it, and I think I'm going to get future airdrops as well. The meme coin Greed is set to launch Wednesday, April 10th at 4 p.m. UTC time. Not seeing a lot of stuff on my feed on this, but still plenty of engagement. And I also think that even if it's a little bit slow, because the branding of this meme coin is not like a dog, it's not an animal, and animals do best, I think it will do well. Of course, it's not financial advice. And remember, or don't remember, rather, letting you know it's first come, first served, even for a allow list, so don't be late. So 4 p.m. UTC time, just be ready, hit it with your wallet and go from there. Of course, I'll cover this probably tomorrow in a little bit more detail. In the meantime, go to the website, connect your wallet, connect your Twitter if you want to, so that you can get a multiplier. And then when it's actually time to deposit Sol, you can drag the slider anywhere from 1 to 10, and you get more of a multiplier the more you get. I wouldn't go crazy with this. I'm probably going to go with like 4 Sol. A little bit of news from Raydium. This is a good tool for AMMs. So after 3 years of driving liquidity ecosystem wide, they have reached $100 billion in total trading volume, which is insane, so congratulations. One thing though, with Raydium, in case people are wondering about buying the Raydium token or anything like that, Raydium and Orca, I see no use for it. What they would have to do is basically have a launchpad. If they had a launchpad, like Raydium used to have a launchpad, then I see that there's value for that token. Right now, I just see there's no actual value for the token. It doesn't make sense. I also think, as much as I like Raydium, it is possible for someone to come along and just beat them. And I do think Meteora will take a huge amount of their liquidity, especially as people realize using Meteora, generating fees, using volume, this will actually give you the MET token in the future. First you'll get MET points and then the MET token. By the way, just a friendly reminder, if you're using Solana and your transaction doesn't go through, you don't pay fees. If on Ethereum your transaction doesn't go through, you lose the transaction fees, namely $30 on average. And quite often in the last cycle, I would spend $100 and it would fail and I'd lose $100. So just keep that in mind. If you're after a job in the Solana ecosystem, then just go to jobs.solana.com. Now I know there's some tools out there that are aiming to get freelancers looked after, such as Sandbar. I'm not sure how much that's taken off yet. This is more for people that are actually after a full-time job, engineers, stuff like that. Probably going to be primarily engineering. There's a lot of stuff with grass. They're really keen to grow hair. graphic designer, so it's not all dev stuff, technical support agent with Phantom, and there's just plenty of jobs. As I mentioned, it's pretty much, however, as we can see, pretty much it's just all dev jobs. Still, we need devs. This is where you can find a job if you're keen. You have until 11:59 p.m. Pacific time on April 8th today to submit into the Solana Renaissance Hackathon project. I will personally be submitting something as well, and there's some really decent prizes. And of course, this could help launch something that's a multi-million-dollar project, multi-billion-dollar project. Like I think Tensor was initially given a grant, or maybe they won a hackathon. There's plenty of examples out there. I just can't remember them all. So we're looking at some decent prizes. 50K from Symmetry, that's a grand prize. A couple of smaller ones here, but there's also categories. So as an example, DAOs and communities. First prize, 30K, 20, 15, 10, 5. Fabiano, amongst many others actually, are very bullish on Sanctum, and I am looking into Sanctum with regards to validator.com in order to create an LST there. He's got a thread on this in case you want to find out all about it. Now at present, the LSTs are not used as collateral in say DeFi dApps like Camino. So if you want to convert your Sol into Jito Sol and then put into Camino, still earn that yield, but then want to take a loan on it, then you can do that with Jito Sol, B Sol, and M Sol. However, they still provide a massive amount of value, just not in the DeFi space yet. Right now though, Fabiano says airdrop. Sanctum said they want to reward early users. The type of the airdrop is still not clear. Sanctum wants to change as many lives as possible. Important is to use their tool and trade your Sol against LSTs and especially INF. I'll show you this in the actionables. And this is a couple of days old, but if you want to see what is Sanctum, check out this thread. It came out Saturday afternoon, so I haven't covered it yet. If you use the StepN app, then you can potentially get the Trailblazer badge airdrop. I use StepN every now and then. I'm not following this actively. All this is just putting it on your radar in case it's something for you. Blessburger's mint has concluded. It didn't mint out or go anywhere near that. It had a 5,000 supply and 1,500 were sold either pre-sale or in the mint. I still think this is a very good idea. If I'm going to be just honest, I think the marketing was probably, they needed someone in charge of marketing to try and push it. This didn't mint out, but that's because of probably a few factors. One thing is not a huge amount of marketing, and this is more of a dev team that's trying to try something on chain with a really cool game. So I really do like this, mostly because there's 1,200 Sol as a grand prize to the last burger standing. It says that trading on Tensor is officially announced, so you may be able to pick one up there. But with this NFT, it's a buy and use it in the game. But I'll be covering every step of the game in case you're interested in picking one up. By the way, did you know that on Symmetry, you can create your own basket of different tokens? As an example, you can create your own, but also this is a meme coin bundle. So Sol's starting to go up again. I think meme coins are, the decent ones are going to get more attention again. Bonk, Whiff, Win, and a little bit of USDC. If you had this meme bundle, then you don't have to worry about dollar cost averaging into Bonk, Whiff, Win. You can still do that as well. But if you want to, you can just go and grab some price exposure, put in a couple of $100, buy that, and just, it will have that position there. And then you'll just have this basket of tokens. Remember to check out Rainfi. They've got many cool features. One is the fact that you can take a new token like W and then get a decent loan on it. So as an example, let's actually just go and I'll just quickly show you here at Rainfi. So if we go to tokens, won't worry about this, just agree here. We can go and do Magic Swap, where we may want to go and put in like say 100 USDC and we want to go and buy the W token. This is a leveraged system, but if you think that the W token is going to go up, then you can go and use Magic Swap. You'll be earning droplets every day as well. And you can see some of the APRs are very high, but if the W token starts to go up, you're on leverage, you will do well. However, another thing that you can do is you can go and collateralize tokens such as maybe W's live here. Let's have a look. Let's say we had 1,000 W. You can go and borrow $800 worth of Sol, or maybe some USDC, $838. Now 1 day is too small, of course, don't do it for 1 day, but something like 10 days, decent amount of interest there, of course. But if you go and use Camino, which I'm very, very bullish on, you're going to get 10%. So you get $100 worth of USDC, whereas here, almost 800. All right, now let's have a quick look at prices just in general. Bitcoin's doing well. Ethereum's also doing well. Sol's up a little bit, nothing crazy. 24 hours. Dog with hat back over $4. Doing well. Let's see if anything's gone down. Wormhole's down a little bit, but it has broken $1, which is good to see. And if we have a look at Bird Eye, we can see that here as well, that maybe this was the bottom. Maybe W starts to go up. And in my opinion, it does. Well, sorry, this would have been the bottom. But maybe we're starting to come up from here. And to be perfectly honest, I think so. I think the value of having 5,000 W is very high. And if you can afford it, 10,000 W would be better. I just think it will get the monad, I don't know how to pronounce it. I do think it will get the airdrop if it's staked whenever staking goes live. Also, ZEUS token is doing well as well. It was exclude the launch. When the launches come out, the price can come up. So kind of don't worry about that. But then here we are sitting at around 70 to 80 cents. And then we bounce up and now we're just over $1. Well, it says up 54% in 24 hours. Okay, wow, 54% jump just like that. Remember, you've gotten to the 18th of April to actually claim this. All right, now onto our actionables of the day. Number 1, claim your Tensor today. Check Tensor Foundation Twitter. So it's supposed to be at 11 a.m. Eastern time, which I think is about 3 p.m. UTC time. However, there could be some delays just with the nature of Solana and whatnot. So just check the Tensor Foundation Twitter. Number 2, get multipliers for greed if you want. Remember, if you've got a whitelisted wallet or an allow listed wallet, then you can connect your Twitter and then you can also get an extra multiplier there. Number 3, if you want to play a game with a bit of a gambling aspect, a little bit of skill, a lot of luck, then buy a blessed burger. The mint price was 1.85 Sol. So if it's around that and if it's something you want, go for it. Of course, it's a little bit of a risk. It's a big amount of risk, to be perfectly honest, but they're trying to make something quite fun, and I think that's really cool. 4, of course, stake your soul with validator.com. Always stake your soul, otherwise you're losing out to inflation, and you're losing around about 8% per year. Number 5, use Sanctum. Buy INF via their app, and I'll show you that quickly now. So the website's sanctum.so. Let's go and click on Launch App, and you can see their token is INF. I'll of course do a tutorial video on this another day, but essentially anybody can go and spin up a liquid staking token, which of course improves their branding, and they can potentially give you more yield as well. There are more risks involved. Of course, just staking directly with validator.com, that's the safest thing you can do, staking directly with the validator, but this offers you other things as well. Anyway, so as an example, you might want to go with a swap into this. You're depositing into the infinity pool, you're going to get the INF token. INF will then get normal yield as you'd expect. Now, of course, with congestion, this could take a little bit of time, but maybe you want to go and grab some INF, do a swap like this, and potentially you'll get a Sanctum airdrop. And then if we go to LSTs and have a look here, you can see currently the APY, because it's also getting trading fees, it's decent, almost 10%. Now back to the actionables. The final one is, if you use StepN, check the airdrop. That's all I'll say on StepN. I've missed many airdrops, putting a lot of money into it over the years, but I have not extracted value out of it. You need to be really, really active with StepN. You need to do all the steps, create the different IDs, do all the different badges and all that sort of stuff, and then you can potentially get some value. That's all for today. Stay curious. Catch you in the next video.